Dominic Calvert-Lewin just exposed exactly what he told the referee to get Lisandro Martínez sent off, and the shocking truth behind this controversial red card completely changed the entire landscape of Manchester United's disastrous clash against Leeds. The drama unfolded during a chaotic second half when United were already staring down the barrel of a humiliating 2-0 deficit. The Red Devils were desperately trying to stage a comeback against their bitter rivals, throwing everything forward in an attempt to salvage something from the wreckage. But their monumental task was suddenly made infinitely harder when their defensive anchor was shown a straight red card for violent conduct. The incident itself happened in a flash during a fierce tussle for the ball between Martinez and Calvert-Lewin. In real time, it looked like a standard physical battle between a rugged centre-back and a powerful striker. But replays quickly revealed a much darker reality, showing the Argentine defender explicitly grabbing hold of his opponent's hair during the physical exchange. This is where the narrative takes a fascinating turn because the match officials initially missed the severity of the altercation. It took a direct intervention from the victim himself to ensure the incident didn't go unpunished. Calvert-Lewin has now publicly confirmed that he actively alerted the referee to the hair pull, essentially acting as the whistleblower who triggered the entire sequence of events that led to the dismissal. The lead striker's post-match comments provided a brutally honest assessment of his role in the controversy. When asked by Sky Sports if he felt the punishment was fair, Calvert-Lewin refused to take the bait, stating, "I don't know, I don't make the rules." He then delivered the crucial revelation, adding, "I felt my hair get pulled, and obviously I told the ref. He's the one that makes the decisions. At the end of the day." If you want to stay updated on all the latest Premier League refereeing controversies and massive VAR decisions, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. The race for European qualification is heating up, and every single red card could define the entire season. The mechanics of how the decision was actually reached highlight the immense pressure on modern referees. Once Calvert-Lewin lodged his complaint, Paul Tierney was forced to halt proceedings and rely on technology to verify the claim. VAR intervened, instructing the referee to consult the pitch-side monitor, which ultimately provided the undeniable visual evidence needed to justify the straight red card. Calvert-Lewin's pragmatic approach to the situation is particularly interesting. Despite being the victim of what the rulebook defines as violent conduct, he showed remarkable restraint in his post-match analysis. He noted that it was unfortunate for Martinez, regardless of whether the hair pull was intentional or not, and explicitly stated, "I don't hold no grudges, but it is what it is." This pragmatic attitude perfectly encapsulates the ruthless nature of elite-level football. Calvert-Lewin felt a foul, reported it to the only man on the pitch with the power to act, and let the system take its course. He didn't dive, he didn't roll around in agony, he simply presented the facts to Paul Tierney and allowed the referee to make the massive call that altered the trajectory of the match. The immediate aftermath of the red card actually produced a bizarre psychological shift within the Manchester United ranks. Instead of crumbling under the numerical disadvantage, the 10 men suddenly found a renewed sense of purpose and urgency. They rallied together, demonstrating a level of cohesion and fighting spirit that had been completely absent during the first half when they had their full complement of players. This unexpected resurgence was spearheaded by Casemiro, who took it upon himself to drag his team back into the contest. The Brazilian midfielder managed to pull a goal back for the hosts, instantly transforming the atmosphere inside the stadium from despair to genuine belief. Suddenly, a miraculous comeback seemed entirely possible, despite the massive handicap created by Martinez's moment of madness. In fact, Casemiro came agonizingly close to completing the comeback and earning a crucial point for his side. He produced another massive effort that looked destined for the back of the net, only to be denied by the very man who had initiated the red card sequence. Calvert-Lewin found himself in the perfect position to execute a stunning goal-line clearance, effectively slamming the door shut on United's revival. The striker's explanation of that crucial defensive intervention highlighted his elite mentality. "I was just in the moment, just switched on and engaged, waiting for the ball to come in and doing my job," Calvert-Lewin explained. He even managed to find some dark humor in the situation, noting that he was thankful to be there to clear the ball off the line, arguably making up for the chances he felt he should have converted at the other end of the pitch. This sequence of events perfectly illustrates the chaotic, unpredictable nature of the Premier League. One moment of lost discipline from Martinez, exposed by the quick thinking of Calvert-Lewin, created a domino effect that dictated the final result. The red card didn't just remove a player from the pitch, it completely rewired the tactical and psychological dynamics of both teams for the remainder of the contest. The consequences of this defeat are absolutely massive for Manchester United's season objectives. Dropping all 3 points leaves them deadlocked with Aston Villa in the league table, creating a tense battle for European qualification. While they still maintain a comfortable 7-point cushion over Chelsea in the race for a top 5 finish, the margin for error is shrinking rapidly with every passing week. The pressure is now squarely on Michael Carrick's shoulders as he attempts to navigate this crisis. The manager must find a way to rebuild his team's shattered confidence, while simultaneously dealing with the impending suspension of his most aggressive defender. Martinez's absence will force a significant reshuffle of the backline at the exact moment when defensive stability is most desperately needed. This challenge is magnified by the daunting fixture list that lies immediately ahead. Next up for United is a massive trip to Stamford Bridge on Saturday, a fixture that always demands absolute focus and discipline. Facing Chelsea away from home without your primary defensive enforcer is a terrifying prospect, especially when the squad is still reeling from the physical and emotional toll of the Leeds defeat. The entire saga serves as a stark reminder of how quickly a season can unravel due to a single lapse in judgment. Martinez's decision to grab Calvert-Lewin's hair, whether born out of frustration or sheer competitive aggression, was a catastrophic error. In the era of VAR and high-definition replays, those dark arts of defending are almost impossible to hide, especially when the victim is willing to immediately expose the offense to the referee. Calvert-Lewin's role in this drama cannot be understated. By speaking up and forcing the referee to acknowledge the incident, he effectively neutralized United's defensive anchor and secured a massive advantage for his team. It was a masterclass in game management, utilizing the rules and the officiating system to punish an opponent's lack of discipline. As the dust settles on this controversial clash, the debate surrounding the red card will undoubtedly continue to rage, but the facts remain undeniable. Martinez committed the foul, Calvert-Lewin exposed it, and the referee applied the letter of the law. The resulting chaos perfectly encapsulates why the Premier League remains the most dramatic and unforgiving competition in world football. The fallout from this incident will reverberate throughout the remainder of the campaign. Manchester United must now prove they have the mental fortitude to overcome this setback and secure their place in the top 5. Meanwhile, Dominic Calvert-Lewin has cemented his reputation as a player who not only delivers in front of goal, but also possesses the street smarts to exploit every possible advantage on the pitch. Ultimately, this match will be remembered not for the goals or the tactical battles, but for the moment a hair pull changed everything. It is a brutal lesson in the importance of discipline, the power of VAR, and the devastating consequences of losing your head in the heat of battle. And at the centre of it all stands Dominic Calvert-Lewin, the man who told the referee exactly what he needed to hear to blow the game wide open. The broader implications of this incident extend far beyond just one match or one player's suspension. It highlights a growing trend in modern football where players are becoming increasingly aware of how to utilise the officiating system to their advantage. Calvert-Lewin didn't just react to a foul, he actively ensured that the officials couldn't ignore it, forcing a review that ultimately decided the fate of the game. This level of gamesmanship is often criticised by purists, but in the hyper-competitive environment of the Premier League, it is an essential survival skill. When millions of pounds and European qualification are on the line, players must exploit every single edge available to them. Calvert-Lewin's decision to alert the referee was a calculated, ruthless move that paid massive dividends for his team. For Martinez, the red card is a harsh reminder of the intense scrutiny that comes with playing for Manchester United. Every action, every tackle, every moment of frustration is magnified and analysed by millions of fans and pundits around the world. His aggressive style of defending has won him many admirers, but it also makes him a target for exactly this type of controversy. The Argentine defender must now find a way to channel his aggression more productively, ensuring that his competitive fire doesn't cross the line into violent conduct.